Whitesnake there, back with a bang, if you'll pardon the expression, with new single Still of the Night, a track also featured on the new Whitesnake album called simply, but highly appropriately, Whitesnake. Now David Coverdale, the voice on the video, the snake behind the scales you might say, was due to join me on the show today to talk about the album and other related topics, no doubt. But due to adverse weather conditions of quite biblical proportions, he's been grounded in London. However, due to a technological miracle which we have in front of us here, a screen, we can communicate, I hope. David, are you there?
Yes, indeed, Dante. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Everybody was suffering from wind at Heathrow. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, there you go. Now, David, I can't help but notice that the musicians credited on the sleeve of the new album aren't actually the people that appear in the video. Can I therefore presume that the people that play on the album are no longer part of the Whitesnake setup?
I'm afraid so.
So, the musicians in the video, it's a real David Coverdale's all-star lineup. Would you like them to be the new Whitesnake?
Well, according to the article that you and I did a couple of months ago in Los Angeles, things have changed somewhat. These musicians are on call. If everything goes well, they will be presenting Whitesnake music in future.
Right, but at this precise moment in time, which is about 5 to 6 according to Mickey Mouse here, is it fair to say that Whitesnake is a solo project?
No, Whitesnake is a vehicle for hopefully good rock and roll songs. And it's my choice to exercise flexibility within that framework.
Right. Now, the new album wasn't a quick in-and-out job, as we say. It took quite a long time in coming. Was part of that due to the problems you had with your voice?
The majority of it was, yes. I was, through a dreadful illness, I was confined to base for most of 1986.
It was due to your sinus, wasn't it? And when you mention sinus to people in the music business, they give you some very suspicious looks, don't they?
Yes, there's a kind of movement of invisible spoons toward the nostril. No, it was absolutely not. I have the doctor's reports for anybody who even suggests anything like that.
Right, now I understand that after you had surgery on your sinus, you actually went to a Jewish cantor, a guy who sings in the temple, to retrain your voice. Is that right?
Yes. The surgeon who operated on me was called Cantor, and the premier choir leader in the Jewish choir is called a cantor also. I think it was prophetic somewhat.
Well, the new Whitesnake album we've established is now firmly with us, but it took an awful lot of time and money to get together. David, between you and me, forgetting the watching millions, is this going to be a crucial album in Whitesnake's career?
I would imagine so. If this snake bites, then I will continue as the vehicle of Whitesnake or whatever. If not, I may consider something rather drastic, like singing in a Jewish choir, perhaps.
Well, it's certainly a good album. One of the tracks I like best is one of the slower numbers, a track called Is This Love, originally penned for Tina Turner, I understand.
The idea was originally, yeah, but the musicians felt that we ought to keep it, and so did I. You know, I think that that'll be the next single for the band.
Right. Now, David, you've often been accused in the past of writing very chest-beating macho lyrics, but I noticed that on this album you don't always get the girl. Are you losing your magic touch here?
No, it seems to sort of pop in and out, as you were saying earlier.
Oh, well,
it's not always my choice to lose in the heart stakes.
A quick final word, Dave. When can we expect to see Whitesnake back on tour?
I would certainly hope in the summer. I've been talking with a couple of promoters about making some sneaky appearances, which is probably the story of my life, really. Oh,
great. Well, thanks for joining us. Back to the Whitesnake video now. QVT and Q-tight trousers.